On the last episode of 20 Sides, Lucia speaks to the dragon wyrmling, and the party learns the wyrmling was kidnapped from the drowned Warrens. Lucia and the party agree to not hurt the wyrmling in return for its safety and freedom. The wyrmling, known as Ziggy, is nicknamed Ziggy. The party and Ziggy move further underground, led by Holden's stealth. Holden finds a werewolf chained in a pool of water, and the party decides to call it quits and leave the dungeon. And now, episode 30 of the Nexus. Welcome to 20 Sides, a fast-paced, story-driven, actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Now, Campaign 2, The Nexus. Is this where we say goodbye?
I guess so.
Okay.
For now.
For now.
It's not goodbye, it's
good journey.
okay. See you later.
Have a good journey.
You too, Ziggy.
And her head kind of sinks down a little bit as she turns and walks away. And then she gets about 15, 20 feet and her wings spread out. And it's her first time. This is the first time you've really seen her wings spread out, and they're pretty big, and into the air, takes off.
I need to know why you were speaking of Glen.
No, don't yell at me.
This is the only word that I understood, but why would you tell the dragon about Glen?
Well, in case she wanted to come help us.
She'll
I just
know
think it's a
the
good
name.
idea to have.
You didn't give directions
No.
to Glen. So yeah, I
No.
don't think she'll know what Glen
And
is
really,
just by
I
the
got
name.
directions to her. So if we need to go get her, we
Yeah,
can.
I don't think we're going there.
And I
but-
told her
Well,
to tell her mom not to get us.
I was started
I thought that's what we do.
in
Wait.
theater for us, but now I'm more afraid for my family and Glen. That's what dragons do. They find out about villages. They go attack and steal everything that's
I can
there.
see
and
why
then
you'd be nervous.
burn it down. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. My
just,
family has been there for hundreds of years.
I just have
and
not done much adventuring, and so
I don't know why you would tell a dragon about my family's hometown.
Again, I don't think it's gonna. There's not a big
just you
sign that says
know.
Glen. I don't
You
think
don't
it can
read.
read.
There is a big sign that says Glen.
This
Right,
guy.
but again, it can't really
This
read.
guy.
Yes.
Can he read? You know.
So yeah, I think everything's gonna be okay. But yeah, maybe next time when talking to
Yes, please
creatures
don't
that-
include the town that my family lives in. That would be.
It's just it was so exciting for me to finally
talking
use
to a dragon.
Draconic in
Right out there.
like
I don't know
for
why you
real.
learned that language. That's very interesting
I
language
mean,
to choose.
I know.
I guess that's the kind of things they teach at your college.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Languages
we
you
have.
probably never use.
Well, I just used it.
Good job.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it did prove useful this time.
absolutely.
So I was
And when
glad
her
you're here. So
mom
it's almost like
maybe
fate
stumbles
got you
upon
here.
us.
Everything about that.
Right into your story.
It-
But if anything bad
As
happens
we
with
speak.
this, if perhaps it does go wrong, just take that part out.
Yeah, that's going to be just maybe some footnotes that just some very avid readers will dig into, and we can maybe find out that little part of our adventure.
Sounds good to me.
But for now, we go back and finish up our. Are we getting paid for coming back here?
Well, we better.
Right.
We did it.
And
I
then
mean,
maybe we tell the leader that we'll just leave it. We got rid of the dragon.
yes.
That
We don't
would
need
be-
to tell all the
Okay.
details.
That would
Yeah,
be the
that sounds good.
the good
That
idea.
we
Yes, that
released
sounds
it
good.
back into the
Yes,
wild.
it would be very good.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
Yeah.
got rid of. Huh? What did we do to the dragon, Dail? We got rid of it.
Got rid of it.
There it is.
Yeah.
Story is cemented in all our minds.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna. Okay. Let's go back.
Y'all are heading back to
Yep.
Green Shade. Before you head back to Green Shade, level up.
There we go.
Level 4. Level 4.
Snatching a dragon.
So y'all have leveled up. We upped our hit points. You got some spells. You got some new feats, possibly. You all are heading back to Green Shade. Is there anything you all want to do as you are making your way back to the town? So y'all eventually get back to Green Shade. You feel like...
Did we get any kind of proof that we did what we said we were going to do?
No, not at all.
Okay.
You feel like the weight of the cult...
A dragon.
The weight of the dragon is off of you now. You feel like what you set out to do, you have accomplished it, and your heads are held somewhat high. Dail got squirted with acid a little bit. Jace got squirted with acid. Other than that, Y'all's heads are held high. You feel like you are the victors in this compared to how you felt when you left the dungeon the first time after you had some muscle hanging out of a leg. You had where you dropped a few times. You're feeling a little bit different. You're feeling a little good. Jace is feeling a little lycanthropy-like, a little cursed. But other than that, you're feeling pretty good as you walk back into Greenshade. What would you like to do now?
I mean, we're going to go to
Elder Thrain?
Elder Thrain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So being the day it is, at the time of the day it is, you know he would be in the mines. You head back to the mines. You're lucky because as you're walking up, he is walking out with a wheelbarrow full of stuff. He sees you coming. He waves you over.
Hi. Hey again. How's it going? Yeah, we just got back. It is completely cleared out now.
Oh, that was very quick.
Yeah, just a few strays left. I think everybody went running after that. They heard about us.
Amazing. Thank you all so much. The town will, once we tell everyone this, will be very, very thankful. I'm sure you will get rounds on the citizens of Greenshade for a long time.
Well, that is very, very happy about that. Was there any other matters we needed to see to, team?
I believe we were promised pay for...
Yes, pay.
Yes, we gave you the 200 gold last time and promised you more this time.
Mm-hmm.
If you will, just meet me at my estate later this evening, and we'll get that gold all squared away from you. I did speak to a few other of the elders last night, and we were able to procure and get that money for you. Is there anything else you all need from me? I don't know where your adventures take you next, but is there anything you need from me?
I do have a question about a Finner.
Yes.
When was the last time that you saw?
Finner. I'm not quite sure of the Finner you speak of.
Did you know his brother?
No, I don't know of a family or anyone by Finner.
So his brother Thorn, you've never heard of, and
no, I'm very sorry. Well,
interestingly enough, we on the way here we came across Finner, younger man, who said he was leaving Greenshade.
Okay.
But do you have no recollection of this person?
I'm sorry, I
Okay.
don't.
No, that is...
How long ago was he here?
Just days. I mean, on our path here, we crossed him and then led him to Glen and then headed here. So it couldn't have been week less.
Have you? Maybe he was just a passerby. Did he? check at the inn?
He is from. He said he was from here, and his brother Thorn was from here as well, and his parents.
Huh.
And so, just curious. We will figure out what's going on there, but if you are not aware of him,
I apologize. I know most of the people here in Greenshade, and his name, neither of their names ring a bell.
well, I greatly appreciate it. Yes, we will probably head to the inn or possibly tavern until tonight.
Okay. Y'all head off to the inn. Anything y'all want to do before you collect your coin? Where are you headed next?
Well, we kind of have to figure out what's going on with Finner and Thorn, don't we?
Right, so we haven't tied up any of that.
We haven't tied up any of that or the whatever was in the tower.
Right.
I haven't figured that part out either.
We also want to figure out if you're a werewolf.
Well, we got to figure that part out, but you have the things for that.
And do we need to go back down to see your people? Did your letter from your guidance counselor tell you need to come?
Guidance counselor?
Who that was?
And Dale's got to check in on her family.
They said they were going to be a few days, right? Where are we?
For your folks to come? They're there. Remember they sent you a letter saying they had arrived, but they wanted you to kind of finish up what you were doing in Green Shade? Yeah.
Back there and see if they know anything, or go check in on families. Little family check.
I'd say head back to Glen, check in on families, make sure no dragons have come.
Yeah.
And figure out the Finner and Thorn, the Thorn and Finner thing, see what has transpired there.
Because
Because Finner was missing, but then we found him young.
Mm-hmm.
We still didn't figure out what the shadow figure was in the
tower.
Mm-mm. What does Jace think we should be doing from here?
Yeah, geez.
Yeah.
Storyteller.
Should definitely. Oh, sorry. Talking about the person actually.
Oh, no. I was talking about the one who's writing the book.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, we should definitely, maybe go try to tie up the loose ends in Glen. See if we can answer any of those questions. Check in with your people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people to check in on.
Yep.
All right. So heading out to Glen. Do you want to do that in the morning or do
We'll
it?
take the long rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always.
We'll say y'all touch base again with Elder Thrain. You collect the additional coin that was promised. You bed down for the evening. Go ahead and get that long rest in. Hit points back up. In the morning, you awake. Are y'all heading straight out to Glen?
Might as well.
Gonna linger a little bit in Green Shade? No? Okay.
No, might as well do it.
You are heading out. You hear a little bit of a hullabaloo, a little bit of some noise coming from the forest. But other than that, not a lot going on.
Hullabaloo.
Yeah, what?
Like how much of a hullabaloo?
I mean, it's a little louder than what you would normally think
Well,
out
what
of
does
the
it sound
forest.
like?
Yeah, but a hullabaloo like in a bad hullabaloo or like a
party?
party, right? Like
Maybe like a mix between the two. Like
it sounds like a party but bad, like a bad party.
like a
You went to the wrong frat house?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of. Like, it just sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from the forest in the opposite direction of where you would be going to Glen.
Okay.
Like if you were to go back to the
shrine.
overgrown shrine.
Yeah.
But clearly it's not from the shrine because of the distance.
Right.
Okay, not our problem.
If it sounds like a weird hullabaloo,
Right.
like not a party, not the village celebrating the people
No,
of
it
the
doesn't sound like
shrine
the
being
village
gone.
celebrating.
Right. Do we want to check that out before we move along?
I mean, maybe somebody's in trouble.
It could be. We just check it out and see what happens.
Just peek in.
Yeah.
Looks like
It won't take long. We'll
Take
just
long.
make sure that no one's killing anyone.
Right.
As you all are heading to the forest, you see a kid, probably about 11, 12 years old, come running out. He's like got his fist in the air and he's like, "They got it! They got a dragon! They got a dragon!" And he's just running past y'all.
Well, it doesn't look like there's much to see here.
Yep, we might need to head on. A little boy.
What?
What does this dragon look like?
It's small. It's gotta be a baby, but they got it. They found
what
it.
color is this dragon?
Like a really dark, like black and navy.
Yikes.
They got its head
who is-
completely off.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna put it on
what's
the.
going on over
they've
here?
killed it.
Yeah, they killed it.
Okay.
They got its head completely off. They're gonna like taxidermy its head and put it on a tavern wall. Because
Okay.
we're Green Shade! And he takes off running.
Okay, to Glen we go.
Oh no.
Probably not
Sorry
Ziggy.
about that. No, it'll be a different.
What are the odds, right?
Black dragon that we let out on its own. days
Here's what
ago.
I know. That mom now is way more mad than she ever would be, and it's your fault.
No, for all that mother knew it was dead when she lost it.
Right,
So
and
it was that
and
mad
Ziggy could have
anyways.
gone back and she could have said to her mom, "Oh, these couple of people did not hurt you, but these other ones, the werewolves did."
Yeah.
And now she's dead, and it's your fault. And
It's not my fault. She's
it's your
dead.
fault
I would have killed it in the
And I
in
saved
the
you.
caves, Yes.
from that.
And
fate.
Jarek walks out from the woods and he's like, "Y'all still here?"
We know we are headed to Glen now, but we heard some commotion, so just checking out what was going on.
"Man, y'all just missed it. There was a wild dragon, but man, we got it. And this right here," and he pulls an arrow out of his quiver. "This right here is what did it.
You killed it.
Yeah, I did, by myself.
Was it attacking you?
No, didn't even see me coming. It was coming toward the town, though, so I kept the town safe. So, welcome back to Green Shade, y'all." And he turns around and he walks toward the town.
Well, now it's head to Glen.
I can see why you're upset.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually bittersweet, call it, because I was a little more worried about you telling the dragon and its mother about Glen. I was worried for my family. It can't read, but it smells and can find things. And
if it hadn't found it already,
it had smelled me. It smelled all of you, and
you stink.
All right.
Tensions
Tensions are a little high. Tensions are a little high, and I can see why.
Sure.
Sure.
I am glad that my family is no longer at risk, and I understand
From a dragon?
From your frustration. I understand. Oh, I know you would probably stab them for trying to help you.
I've stabbed people before.
I think this little break at
tell.
Glen is going to be good for us. I think we all just need to decompress. We've been together a long time. I think we're all, just need a little space. But I feel like it's going to make us stronger when we come back together, because when we finish, you're going to see your family, you'll talk to your teachers, you'll see your family, the Thistle Bluffs. Just take a day, just, recharge. If we recharge, put this whole dragon business behind us, I think we're going to be back on better terms. You're going to realize, hey, you're going to miss this banter. This friendly banter is happening right here.
I will definitely miss being stabbed by the person who I was trying to protect. Yes,
right.
I will definitely
think
miss that
how
one.
comfortable
Yes.
she feels that she could do that and not risk retaliation from you. You think about that? How close Lucia felt when she did that? The trust she put?
I don't think she was trusting me in any way, shape, or form. She was trying to appease the black dragon who had spit acid at everyone. That's what I believe was happening.
Right, and
which is fair. I would do the same. To appease a black dragon who said spit acid at all of us, yes, I would probably have tried to appease them as well.
And she did a great job. That was a great job stepping up, using your ability to speak dragon.
Where is the dragon head?
It would be in the woods.
Oh, they just
I
left
don't
it
think
there?
we need to sit there,
No.
that. I don't think that's going to bring about any
you
emotions.
don't know yet because you're not that far, unless you want to walk into the woods.
Well, I was just gonna go over and say something in little Draconic and just
You
say
can.
we are sorry.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
You feel like you can handle seeing? We're not going to kill
I've never seen anything without a head, but
we're not going to kill the townspeople for doing this.
well, no,
Okay.
okay. I don't kill things.
How are you feeling, Dail? How's that? Is this going to bring back any?
I'm just gonna stay right here.
Yeah. We probably don't need to see that.
I'm with Dail.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go with you, Lucia. If you need any support, we can get through this.
Okay.
It might give you a little closure. I understand. Sorry this happened.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Probably won't continue on with you.
But
I think I'd just stay with my circle.
yeah, we're definitely going to go back there and learn more about that. Let's just close this little chapter for us on good terms. And when we get back to town, we'll talk about that. We'll figure that out. We will figure it out. All right.
So y'all walk over. There, y'all get about 150 feet into the woods. Sure enough, you see Ziggy. There are about 6 arrows in its body. Its head has been completely severed.
In like
its
a nice way.
Its little tusks.
Yeah, in a nice way.
Its little tusks still, or not tusks, its little
Horns.
horns that were starting to grow from its little baby dragon life are just still there. And so you walk up to it. What would you like to say to it in Draconic?
I'm so sorry that this happened to you. We will make sure that your body is safe. We're sorry, and that wasn't supposed to happen, and it's not my fault.
Make a wisdom check.
Oh, +2, so 16.
16. As you're making this statement to Ziggy, you hear in the back of your mind a voice that's low, gravelly, and it just says the word revenge. You don't know where it came from or what it was, but you just hear that.
Well, those seem like nice words. So yeah, let's get out of here before.
Do I see anywhere around me where I can put her head away before something else tries to take it and stuff it?
There's several people moving about. I mean, you could definitely try to grab it.
When I have a mage hand, can I put her head in a tree or
too heavy.
something?
It wouldn't be able to
Wow.
pick up that.
Okay.
I mean, you're more than welcome to grab the head. But
How
I
much
think-
more gold did we get from?
Okay,
So
well, I'm
while-
just gonna find little flowers and put it on her body.
Okay, perfect. There are tons of little flowers around.
Dail, I would like to apologize over this time getting to know you and see what the person that you've grown to be over time. I have not always been the nicest or the most honest person, and I would like to apologize for that.
Oh, well, that was nice and unexpected.
I feel I have some things to repay to you and your family, and I will, over time. I can't make any promises about how fast or when, but I will make those things right. And I think that you should be very proud of yourself from your background and what you are capable of and who you have become.
Wow, Holden, that was so nice. You know what? Just the words that you just said right now. Consider all your debts paid. Water under the bridge. But no more new debts, okay?
No,
Like,
yes, no. Okay, I was not
the old
expecting
debts,
that.
I'm not starting you a tab or anything.
Okay. I very much appreciate that. I am still going to try to give something back to your family. I am, but yes, I have been impressed. I have seen a lot of fighters in my day, and I will tell you, the way that you swing that sword is impressive.
Wow. Well, thanks. I don't think I like fighting anymore.
It is a bitter taste that does. It's almost like mead, drinking mead. The first drink or two
yuck.
is not very good, but if you want to get drunk, that's what you gotta do.
Oh.
And so sometimes it's a necessary evil, and just takes time getting used to that.
Well, I guess I'll just have to take your word on that.
But you have a skill, and I would not shy away from that skill.
Okay.
Lucia places flowers all around the body of Ziggy, who was just trying to go home. It was like the land before time. He's just trying to go home. She didn't get there.
And
You all go away from the forest. Y'all meet back up. Now head off back to Glen.
I have bad news for you guys. Because of your inability to care for things while I was standing next to Ziggy, I think her mom was very upset. Just so you know.
And I was there. I didn't see any mom?
No,
What are you
but I sensed her.
Oh, what did she say?
She said revenge in a very scary tone. And now I just, heading back into Glen, I'm just not sure that we could protect anything anymore. Forever. We're all going to die.
It's a little extreme,
Well,
but again,
so is beheading somebody.
right. And fortunately, you stayed Holden's hand, so it's not revenge. She's not going to revenge us. We're not on the hook here. We didn't kill.
She wasn't there.
Huh?
She wasn't there.
Exactly.
She doesn't know.
Exactly. So, I mean,
Lucia.
where's the head going to be posted? Not with us.
Not with us. And have
Green
you ever heard of, when I asked Kiridan or Shalaron, have you ever heard of those names before?
Yes.
Okay. So you know that, Kiridan is the dragon god that is a god of good, and the dragons that serve Kiridan are good dragons, and Shalaron is dragon god of evil. And so
Yes, but haven't you ever read a book about development? And if you,
Sure. Sure.
adolescents you can
sure.
mold them at a very young age, and we had that opportunity.
I don't disagree, but what I mean is more about the mother. That's more of what I'm speaking to, is knowing that even Ziggy, as you so affectionately like to call her, already knew to say Shalaron meant that the mother was very much serving Shalaron, and mother was going to be looking for revenge regardless of if Ziggy was alive or dead or anything like that. And so I believe this is neither here nor there why the revenge will happen, but more so that she'll just know where to go now because there's going to be Ziggy's head on display. I don't know that it's necessarily one action or the other that caused it.
I disagree.
That's fine. I understand.
Anyway, here we are, walking into Glen now.
Okay,
Here.
yes. Mhm.
So it takes y'all quite a while. Y'all have to bed down for the night at one point so you don't arrive in Glen super duper late. You get out the old sleeping bags, sleep under the stars, Jace can't help but look at the moon from time to time. Don't know why, but he can't help it. Y'all awake again on the way to Glen. Y'all see the broken clock tower before you even make your way into Glen as Dail sees her childhood home for the first time in a couple of days. And Holden sees the town that he grew up in as well. What would y'all like to do? You are in Glen. You are back in Glen.
I mean, I'm going to go take money to the family.
Yeah.
And so I feel like 75 gold on top of whatever I sent back, 50 something.
Yeah, it was
or
like
whatever.
57 or 56. Yeah.
It's kind of like life-changing money for them.
Yeah.
You know, pretty excited about being the one to do that.
Mhm.
Like, and be able to give that to them.
I'm going to go to the circle.
All right.
I'm going to follow Lucia to the circle.
Okay. Lucia, you get to the circle with Jace hot on your trail, and your team is already at work this morning. They've sectioned off several areas. They've already dug up different areas. They are brushing. They are being very careful with what they are doing, and they don't even notice you. They are so locked in on this dig site, they don't even notice you as you are walking up.
We would notice you.
Do I see Giles anywhere?
Yes. You see him off to the side, like rummaging through some different items or pieces that they may have found, and he's brushing them, small items.
Okay, I'm going to go to him.
Okay.
Good morning.
Oh, Lucia, how was your adventure in Greenshade? I got word when we arrived that you had made your way to Greenshade because of a situation that happened here in Glen, and then you went. Are you safe? Is everything okay?
I think I'm safe. I don't know if I want to continue on, but that little man behind me is part of the group. I do feel like
He can't find Jace. Oh, I do see.
I do feel like I should be here with you and our group. It's just a bit wild out there.
It is dangerous. That is why we tend to explore the past. It's not quite as dangerous.
It's exciting,
especially
I
in these
think is the word you're looking for.
Oh, hey there.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Lucia has told us so much about you.
Oh, thank you, Professor Giles. And he
Professor
reaches out his
Giles.
hand down to shake your hand.
Not too low. Lucia here has been an asset to the team. Just so remarkable. Showed such bravery. Did you all teach her that at your academy?
Well, she came to us very brave, and I would agree. She is a huge asset to our team as well. Her attention to detail is second to none.
I would say that's probably the best quality about her as well.
Yes.
We noticed that as well.
She's been with us for years.
You are so lucky. We have only had her presence for perhaps a week,
Yes.
and we don't want to let go of her.
Well then, it's such
We
a shame.
don't want to let go of her.
It's such a shame that she will be rejoining us
It
shortly.
could be. It could be a shame. It very well could be. And what have we discovered so far? I see, Lucia. What do you think about this dig site? Is it being handled well?
It does look like.
Doing pretty good without you, huh?
Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, we all have different specialties, and we all are able to do different things.
Right.
And I was kind of. This is like one of my big projects that I was really excited about, and so I think I'll just stay here and finish. Also, I mean, I don't really want to run into any more dragons, and I don't want any more of their heads to be cut off.
Right.
And so I'll probably just stay here where I'm safe.
Professor Giles puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "Very, very wise choice."
Put my hand on her other shoulder. I could see why you.
But now I'm like this.
Yeah, just like what's that about?
Very, very, very wise choice, Lucia. We will welcome your return, obviously, with open arms.
What exactly have you all uncovered?
Nothing quite yet.
Nothing quite yet.
We have found some moonroot, which is a very rare item, which is nice to find.
Is that a plant?
It is a plant. Yes.
You found a plant.
Yeah. Well, we're still digging. This is apparently a site that needs to be excavated. That hasn't been excavated in believe, ever. And so we were called upon, and we assume we will find some things that can maybe enlighten us from the past, enlighten our future, so we can make better decisions as a society moving forward.
That sounds
Giles,
amazing.
where did you find the moonroot? Root.
Oh, it was underneath, it just in the middle of the circle, just underneath.
Right. Was it a lot of it?
Not a ton. We probably have a bushel, maybe 2 bushels worth that we found, that we were able to uncover. It never grew all the way up, though. Odd. But we will keep digging. Maybe we will find more important items of the past.
And what are you bringing to the team here at the dig site?
Well, I'm one of the lead.
Yes, a lead.
The lead.
The lead.
The lead? I thought
Lead.
Professor Giles here would be the lead.
I just supervise.
Just
She
supervise?
leads the site. I supervise, and I will jump. We have 4 different sites. Once this one gets underway and is rolling smoothly, I head on out, and I will go to a few other sites that we have going currently.
And what do we know about it so far? I mean, is there a reason we're researching this one? Because we're investigating the team that Lucia is on with me. Our team is investigating this clock tower. Do you want to tell them about the clock tower that we're investigating?
It is a bit odd, and
yes.
this is why I was with them for a bit, because I'm a little bit intrigued by it. This clock tower hasn't rung in ages. And then all of a sudden, the other night it did, and it rung out 12 times.
Odd.
Odd, yes, because there's 12 stones here, and there's just a lot of things.
These are the things that we didn't pick up, our group. That's why we need Lucia. She's putting these pieces together that we just don't see. That's why.
Someone has also vanished, which is a bit odd.
Someone vanished.
And then we did see that same person, but younger. And so that's a bit odd. But I mean,
more interesting than some moonroot, huh?
No, actually, moonroot does seem to be very important to me in my head right now. But
Good.
probably very interesting to you as well.
Sure. Sure. If
We'll
you
find
say
out.
it's interesting to me, I agree.
All right.
And we can get some of this from Giles here. I'm sure he'd,
Let's just leave it in the ground for a few more nights. Don't pick it.
Sure.
Yeah, just
Sure.
leave it there. What do I know anything about the calendar right now? The moon
I would think
cycle.
on that moon. I would
Do I
think
know
on that.
anything about the moon cycle?
I would say you would think there would be about anywhere
many nights
between
until-
14 and 16 days until there's a full moon, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
I just feel that Lucia is very special. And
Both agree on that.
right. And I think her talents would be underused here with this particular project.
What if this project leads to a discovery that can help us understand why the gods have turned their backs on Aklura?
Perhaps. But I think it might be tied to this clock tower. So maybe we kind of have this joint venture for right now while Lucia's kind of figuring things out. She's deciding where she wants to go. For now, maybe she's just learning here what she can carry over to help us with the clock tower still.
Well, as the site gets underway,
How long do you think this will take?
it could take weeks, maybe even a month, maybe longer. It just depends
That's
on
how long these things
much
takes. You
how
just-
much we dig
you
up.
Just, we just dig it up. We can get Holden back out here. We can a couple of us help dig.
Well, no.
We can help dig holes.
No. It's a very delicate endeavor. If you just go in with shovels and start, digging up the soil with reckless abandon, there are things that can be destroyed. There are items that can be broken. There are things that can be dented or mistreated.
Right.
And we don't want that. We want to be able to preserve the histories of Aklura as best as we can.
Sure.
I'm glad
Well,
you understand. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Right. But if we help, we will, with your full guidance, maybe a couple extra hands around here might speed things up.
Oh, no. It takes
No.
training. We would have to spend a long time working with you in areas that were not potentially dig sites per se.
Sure.
Work in the fields of a farm, and we could train you. I mean, it takes time, though. This is not a...
Well, I don't know if you noticed, and I
easy.
kind of show my cloak. I did graduate from Eastern College of Lore and Antiquities.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I'm sure
it's tough.
that's where you wanted to work, but couldn't get a job. That's fine. I'm sure if you apply next year, you could maybe have a better chance. But I think I could be of some value here, just to maybe speed things up and maybe be kind of a link between our research and your research. Just be here just to hear out what you find.
I don't think that is how it's going to work. I'm getting a bit nervous about you guys over in here specifically.
Yeah.
But the more I think about it, the more I do think that perhaps the things that they are starting to uncover might be helpful to us. And Giles, if it's okay with you to have somebody here for just a few more days.
A few more days of you with them.
Yes. Just so I
Okay.
can, there's some things that are starting to come to light. And I just believe that, I think that it might help us.
Sure.
Look at that wisdom. The wisdom she's gained.
She's a very wise young woman. And if that is her desire, then of course, by all means, I can, get my hands a little dirtier. No pun intended here. In the dig site as she works with you all. But of course, she will eventually come back to the team.
I'm sure that's a possibility.
Where she has been, I think a little stronger than a possibility as she works to uncover
absolutely.
the histories
end
of
here.
Aklura. And that is it for this week's 20 Sides. Don't forget to tune in each week as Jace, Dail, Holden, and Lucia venture across Aberynth. Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/20sides, where there are free options, $5 options, and $10 options to help support our podcast. Follow us on all the socials everywhere at 20 Sides Pod. And per usual, we couldn't do this without the atmospheric background tracks from Monument Studios and tabletopaudio.com. We will see you right here next week on 20 Sides.